So hi guys and welcome back to my My Team Career Mode 2.0 Season 3, and here we are for the Canadian GP. But guys, if you haven't watched the last video, go and check it out because Jack Doohan was able to overtake Yuki Tsunoda because he was able to get himself a P4 finish in the Spanish GP. It was an amazing race. First half we were trying to catch up to the top 3, but obviously we weren't able to do that with the medium tires. They were wearing out very drastically, and even after that on the second stop we went on to the stint of our tires, and that was amazing. Obviously guys, now the goal for us to catch up to Ferrari. Obviously we have now an in-game rivalry with Ferrari, so right now catching up to them is going to be fun. But the thing is guys, Aston Martin has overtaken us. So actually Aston Martin, which is the best car on the grid, has overtaken us. So it will be very difficult to do. But here, final upgrades here guys in the aerodynamic side, because finally we have now almost completed all the upgrades, and these are the final upgrades with 3 days, and one gets done in 6 days. So that is fun. Let's just see. Chassis one that failed has been done, and now we have done a durability upgrade. Obviously both the cars now have the ultimate ERS upgrade. Let's see, we can do something here. So we have front wing upgrade, a minor front downforce. Let's do that. And obviously we are waiting to see if we can do something else, but at the end guys I decided let's just do it because we do not have any upgrades to be done because we need to get phase 3 done. So we just had an event in which I had to go to the board of the team, but obviously I decided let the corporate handle that, and I do not really care about that. So we now have the aerodynamic upgrade of DRS maximum slot gap. One of them has come in, so we are now going to buy the minor front wing upgrade we just got. That is big. Obviously if we can get this on the Canadian GP, that will be very helpful. So skipping past the time, let's see. So the durability upgrade has come in, that doesn't matter. The income has come in, and we have an event. Let's see, and it is board representation, and obviously I don't really care about that right now because we are trying to get this car on top of the grid. And let's just see after that aerodynamic upgrade, and let's just give one of them to Doohan or Tsunoda. I think let's give it to Doohan, and that has gone to Tsunoda. And so the upgrades have interchanged. Even I wasn't really looking at that, but that doesn't matter because last race we drove as Jack Doohan. This race it will be Yuki Tsunoda. So let's just drive as Yuki Tsunoda in the Canadian Grand Prix.
Welcome back everybody. We're here in Canada at the wonderful Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. Who's going to come out fastest of all in the next hour? Yes, it's time for qualifying.
So here we are in the Canadian Grand Prix guys, and after I went out, if you saw on the bottom right, we have a red engine, and obviously you cannot go and do a red engine and try to do a race. So I thought, you know what, let's just go and change the components, but then I saw that we have almost every single component has been worn out. So I thought, yep, let's just give it up on quali because there is no way we can do anything here. Let's just take all the penalty we can in this race. So 35 minutes worth of penalty. The problem is I was not able to do a fast lap in the race, well in the qualifying, so it does hurt. But guys, obviously I am not really worried about that because Canada overtaking is not difficult. But Jack Doohan in only P18, that is annoying. That is definitely annoying guys, because if he is this far behind in the race, it will get very difficult for us to do something. But let's just see how long we can stay here, how long we can fight. So guys, let's just go into the race.
Montreal is not only the second largest French-speaking city in the world, but it's home since 1978 to the Canadian Grand Prix. The name Villeneuve looms large over this one, but who can write their own legends today? We'll be seeing top speeds of around 210 miles per hour here at the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve, with around 2/3 of the lap taken at full throttle. High-speed chicanes spell potential danger, especially at the infamous Wall of Champions, and watch out for overtaking into the hairpin and that final chicane. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Mark Webber lines up on pole position, and it's Ayrton Senna alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Piastri, Leclerc, George Russell and Norris, Mayer, Stroll, Gasly and Carlos Sainz, Ocon, Verstappen, Andrea Kimi Antonelli and Aaron, Hadjar, Behrman, Nico Hulkenberg and Jack Doohan, Bortoletto, Lawson, Pepe Marti and Yuki Tsunoda rounds off the grid. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. And alongside me in the commentary box today, former racing driver herself, Naomi Schiff. And the whole world of Formula One can't exist the way we do, walking with smiles on our faces and loving our time together. This new outfit has got a bit of a rivalry going, and I get the feeling a few noses are being put out of joint here.
Well, first of all, I'd have to say hats off to them. I don't think anyone quite expected them competitive as they are. And I think truly that's the reason why they're upsetting some people. If anything, it's a compliment. You're doing everything right if you're upsetting your competitors. So for now, stick to what you're doing, forget the noise and focus on just what you guys are focused here to do. Win races and move forward on the grid.
Okay, mate, radio check please, radio check.
Radio check.
I know you got it to be starting from here, but just focus on putting that and some other cars behind you. Good luck.
So here we are in the race. Obviously guys, a soft medium to hard strategy because I had an extra hard tire, but obviously because I did not go out on any soft tires, these idiots gave out my hard tires to the stewards, and that is annoying, but we can't do anything with 4-5 lights. And we're gonna go for the Canadian GP. Mark Webber in pole with Ayrton Senna into P2. Let's see what these guys can do, and going side by side with each other and into the inside. Mark Webber tried to do something, but Ayrton Senna has taken it outside, has become inside into turn 2, and Ayrton Senna has overtaken Mark Webber from the starting line, and we are here looking for a big dive bomb on many cars, and here we go for it again. And now we are going side by side with Antonelli and Paul Allen and trying to overtake them around the outside, and we have definitely done that. And there is Max Verstappen trying to attack us, but we actually went, we defended the position from Paul Allen and then attacked that is Isaac Hadjar, and now we are looking for a dive bomb on Max Verstappen, and we have definitely done that. Now this is the game, this is time for Esteban Ocon. We will be going on for a big dive bomb on him because obviously guys, we have to go on a 2-stop strategy, though I am pissed that I won't be able to go on another hard tire so that we can push 100%. But right now, let's just see what we can do. Can we go for a big lunge here? We have definitely done that with Ocon already dispatched and into the braking of the hairpin. Sainz will try to fight with us. Obviously, I tried to give him space. Because of that, we got a big wheel spin, but that doesn't matter. We have the battery. We have the tires. Obviously, Sainz also has the tires, but we have the battery. And through the inside of Wall of Champions, we have overtaken Carlos Sainz. So 12 position gained in just first corner. First lap. That was amazing. Obviously, lap 2, these guys were not able to do much, so that is good. Obviously, it is still annoying for us that if I had done a good qualifying there, it would have not been this bad, but obviously guys, you can't do anything about that. Let's just keep on going. And there is a yellow flag, and I don't know what it was for. It doesn't matter to us because we have Ocon and Sainz right up our heel. These guys will try to attack us, and Oliver Behrman again. Even in last race, Oliver Behrman DNF because of a problem in the Haas, and this race he has again DNF'd because of a problem caused by Haas. So this is really sad for him. He can't do anything, but here is Ocon trying to do everything on us, but through the inside of turn 1. We have obviously covered off Ocon. P10 in this race will be good, guys, because Canada, I am never really good at it, but I still do this race because I am very optimistic in trying to do something. And here on lap 5, the car of Oliver Behrman has not still removed out of the track, and it has been removed finally. So we are right now trying to stay in front of Esteban Ocon. Obviously he will get the DRS, but we are using all the battery we have into the final corner, into the final chicane, going a little bit too, well, what can you say, a little bit too conservative on the final corners, but that is not good. We need to improve. And here is Isaac Hedger fighting with a teammate, and that is Isaac Hedger into the wall of champions. He has gone into it. That's a big crash. That is a big crash. Jack Doohan went into the back of, well, Isaac, look at that. He was trying to stay in front, and he was trying to get out of the way of everyone, and because of that he went into the back of, I think that is one of the Audis, and that is honestly, guys, annoying. That is definitely annoying for us because we do not have another tire. We do not have another good tires, and 10 laps on those soft tires is a nightmare because when I did all the time I did on the mediums, 6 laps, these tires were feeling very difficult to control. But obviously this race we can't do anything now with 4-5 lights. And Sana starts from pole, this time with Mark Webber into P2, Piastri P3, Russell P4. A very easy and equal start for the top 4, but here behind them Calimere, and we go around the outside of Tekas, Gasly, Stroll, Sainz still going 3 wide there. And let's see, obviously we tried to go for Ocon and through the inside of Lando Norris, and then tried to go around the outside of Charles Leclerc, and Calimere did not work. Hell, we had to give the position back to Lando Norris, and we are trying to go for a big launch there on Lando Norris, but guys, he was just a little bit far in front because obviously, guys, because there are less car in front, but that doesn't matter. We go through the inside of Lando Norris, going through the only corner on this lap or on this track I despise very much, and obviously I am trying to know if these guys will do another stop from here. And with the track like Canada, you will have to do another stop, and as I was saying, guys, because there are less car in front, the Concertino effect is very low. That's why I did not go for a dive bomb there, but we are getting dive bomb by Lando Norris. But obviously, guys, we have the pace to stay in front of these guys, but the thing is our tires will need to go the distance. So lap 11, these guys weren't able to do much, but here after this, look at that, guys, out of this corner, and I have to go on the grass to keep the car stable. The thing is, my front car, well, the front wing and the front part of the grid does not work out for us, and there is Lance Stroll. He went even with the help of DRS. I give him a little bit of a nudge there because he came in front of me and then broke so crazily, and I did not have any place to brake. But obviously, guys, I brake a little bit later than Lance Stroll. Obviously it didn't matter to him, that's why we made a little bit of a contact. That means my front wing will have some damage, but that doesn't matter, guys. We still have P8, but we have to defend for 23 laps. But here goes Gasly, he has overtaken us. We went through the inside of all of champions, but we can't do anything. We can't do anything out of the chicane now. We do not even have the DRS to do anything, but Gasly does, and we go trying to go for into turn 1, trying to go for a dive bomb. I actually went onto the grass, and because of that, Gasly has gone and taken P9. 2 overtakes done on us this time. Now it gets serious. Right now I was being very respectful while trying to defend. Obviously there were instances where I did not do a good job, but I was still trying to be respectful. But now with 20 laps to go, the respectful has been gone out now, because now it will be elbows out, it will be car on the grid in front of these guys. There will be no way these guys will fly past us any easily, because obviously, guys, we need to defend against these guys. Otherwise, well, I do not have the pace to stay in the top 10, but we will make this car as wide as a boat to let these guys not overtake us. But here on lap 15 at the end, Ocon actually almost went into the front, but obviously guys, we have the pace. Let's just keep on going, let's just stay in front. Let's see how long we can stay, obviously guys, because we have to pit. But the thing is, we have to pit on a set of new softs, and softs on Canada, yeah, these tires will not go for more than 6-7 laps. So I have to take these hard tires to lap 26 or 7. So I am really hurting right now. But here lap 20, Ocon and Norris are behind us, but obviously they can't do much right now. But obviously in the final hairpin they will get a good chance. And look at that guys, Ocon already eyeing up a move there. But obviously into the hairpin I can brake a little bit later, go a little bit wide, so that we can get a good amount of traction out of the corners. And obviously guys, the problem is the people behind us, many of the drivers are pitting. And there goes Mark Webber. He has already gone into the pits and he was already in front. And I think there was another car who has just gone into pits, and that was Ferrari or McLaren. All of them have pit, and there is Mark Webber. After pitting, he has already come out in front and the tires are done. Look at that guys, brake orange on the bottom right. This means we have to pit. And after this guys, I finally discovered that I actually had a medium on our hands to actually use for this race. But the race strategy window did not see those medium tires. We weren't able to see those medium tires, and it was such an annoying thing for us. And look, next tires a new set of mediums. If I had seen that, I would have gone on to those tires a little bit earlier. And now let's just see and how many cars we are going to get undercut by guys, because these guys have been, the people behind us have pit around 3 laps earlier, so it's going to be a big undercut for them. And there comes Antonelli. We are in actually P16, and obviously I am not going to wait, because these medium tires will go very soon, and we now have a very significant amount of damage on front wing off, because I was trying to go for Antonelli, did not work out properly for us. But this time we have the DRS, we have the ERS. It doesn't matter who is in front of us. We have the battery, we have the everything, and into the inside of the wall of champions we have overtaken Antonelli. Obviously not the best way to overtake them, but obviously guys, after getting undercut, I was not in the mood of playing any kind of game. So here we are on lap 24. Let's just see. We are on the back of Carlos Sainz. Can we catch up to him? Well, it turns out no, because obviously guys, though these medium tires are good, it's just that the car and the driver is not really that good. And our pace, because guys, my the rear wing is very low compared to the other drivers. So the problem I am actually facing is that I have no freaking rear, and my tires behind are also wearing out very quickly because of that. So it doesn't matter now. Obviously we cannot pit again, because medium tires, too soft. Even if I pit, I will be nowhere. So let's just keep on defending from here. So lap 32, Piastri is the one who leads actually, and obviously an amazing strategy must have worked out for him, because he has overtaken Ayrton Senna, Charles Leclerc, Kelly Mayer, and even Mark Webber. So these guys must have undercut the leaders, and because of that they were able to do. But here we are, lap 31, not have the tires left for us, and now our problems are going to intensify now, because look at our fuel. We now have no fuel left for us, and guys, this is getting annoying. After the Imola Grand Prix, in which I had way too much fuel, now I am not even trying to underfuel the car, but I don't know how, still underfueling. But that doesn't matter to us, because we have to defend. But here comes George Russell. He actually went on to another set of soft tires. I just do not understand why, but still it doesn't matter to us, because we need to defend. We are right now P12, and if something to happen in front of us, we might be able to get some kind of point. So let's see, can we do something like that, and like Imola, in which I was able to score actually 2 points because of a mistake and a DNF from Piastri. Let's see, can that happen on lap 33? George Russell though is very close to us, even with the help of DRS, ERS. I also have to think about the fuel I have to save, but that doesn't matter right now. We will defend as long as we can. And through the inside of the chicane, and George Russell went on to the track and went on to the curbs of the exit track. Look at that, and we also had a big stamp because we do not have any rear tires left for us, and they are on a new set of soft tires. George Russell has overtaken us, and I just admitted my defeat there, guys, because I saw that if I do not do that, my fuel will go very quickly. Because of that, on lap 34, look at that, guys, I am still saving so much fuel, but the good news is I am able to put out a gap of a second. But the thing is, I will have to do very aggressive defense here, and here is Piastri out of the final corner and has won the Canadian GP. What an amazing work from him. He was able to do an undercut on Ayrton Senna and then was able to get himself in front and stayed in front with Ayrton Senna P2, Charles Leclerc P3, who defended against Kelly Mayer. She was also very fast the whole race, but she defended again amazingly, was defended by Charles Leclerc, but we got a big dive bomb there and we have lost P12 there, I think, guys. Well, P13 now. Yep, we have definitely lost it, and it was because out of the final chicane we actually had a big wheel spin, but obviously, guys, you can't do anything about it.
And an award-winning day for Oscar Piastri as he takes the checkered flag and wins.
And you can really tell that they're taking this one step at a time, one race at a time, and getting the points on the board when it matters. That's what it's going to take, consistency and the bigger picture.
Well, it's been a long wait for many of our drivers, but the wait is always worth it. Bring them out to the awaiting crowd. It's time for our podium celebrations. They give out trophies for the winners. Today, they're Oscars. Your winner today, Oscar Piastri.
So obviously an amazing race for everyone else except us. Obviously, guys, we have no one else to blame than us, because if I had done a good qualifying, hell, even if I have not made a big mistake or a blunder of not taking the components properly, I would have definitely gotten at least P6 or something like that and would have fought with the top guys. But it doesn't matter now, guys. We have lost some time and some position to the top of the guys, and Oscar Piastri with the win has actually taken the top of the driver standings. We are right now P6 still, and okay, so both the cars got some big problem, but obviously it was because Jack Doohan went into the back of Isaac Hadjar and we have lost the rivalry to Ferrari. And guys, that honestly makes sense because obviously it was never going to work out. But guys, if you're enjoying these videos, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys for the next one.